postdoctoral student in the Department of Economics at Yale University. My broad interests lie, on the one hand, trying to understand what are the barriers that workers face in terms of job search and recruitment, and on the other hand, the barriers that firms face in terms of their hiring and growth. One project that I was involved with in the context of India was trying to understand how important are these labor market intermediaries in matching workers to firms. To be more specific, India has a large vocational training policy where placement officers match workers to jobs. What we find after we follow these workers in jobs is that most of these workers have quit their jobs within the first month. So you can clearly understand why it is a huge policy relevant idea in the context of India, but not only in India, but in other settings as well, in developing as well as the developed world. So through PEDL's generous support, we started working on this project in two phases. In the first phase, the research that we did was trying to elicit sort of preferences that workers had over jobs, and trying to document the fact that these intermediary placement officers actually had very poor information about these preferences. Having established this large asymmetry of information, we moved to the second part where we run a randomized controlled trial to basically provide this information on preferences to their placement officers. Surprisingly, what we find is that it has huge effects in terms of workers accepting jobs, staying in their jobs for about 3 to 6 months after their placement, as well as reporting to be more satisfied in these jobs. Given the effects of this study, we find that it contributes largely to a very policy relevant idea in India, but more generally wherever you have labor market intermediaries in developing and developed world. And what we show is a very low cost way of eliciting these preferences and how important knowing these preferences can influence labor market outcomes.